Hi guys, Luis here with Green Zebra Gardening. We have a package that arrived yesterday. I have an idea as to what it is. Obviously I know where it came from. But let's get to it and let's unbox this bad boy. Ooh, it is what I thought it was. Check this out. This package, oh that is nice. This package is from Bank on Seeds. I'll leave the description below. I'll leave the link in the description below. So the box out of the way. If you use my code GreenZebra10, you get 10% off whatever's on their site. This is their safe seed box. They do have this collection. I will link this one specifically below, probably. But I may just give you the generic link directly to them. Yes, it is an affiliate link, so I make something on it, but you guys also get 10% off. But anyways, they have 3 of these. They have the larger box, the medium box, and then they have this box. The 2 larger boxes have seeds already in them. Ridiculously amazing collection. It gives you it's like a garden in a box. This one, because they know I have so many seeds already and they'd already sent me seeds before, the packets like I mentioned earlier, they went ahead and sent me out the empty box. I will put the description of this specific item down in the description below, then in the show notes. But essentially this is for the perfect way to keep your seeds stored. We're going to try this out here. So you lift the latches. Apparently you need to open this. There's a screw right on the front. I've never done this. This really is a true unboxing. The whole thing comes off. Oh, dude, check that out. And it even comes with silica gels. Normally, I would say toss this crap out, but in this case, you want to keep it because you want to keep it dry in here. So these are awesome. So these are little plastic canisters. They come with, I don't know if you guys can see this, they come in this foam and they come organized. So on here, you can't see it from here, but it says dates right on them. Yes, the green, I guess green or yellowish or whatever color that is their logo. But it gives you the date. You're going to be able to write on here what variety it is. So for those of us that have seed packets, or if you've done a lot of seed swaps, because I've done a few, you always get those little, usually it's little paper envelopes, or it's like little baggies, or somebody upcycled some newspaper or magazine or whatever. So you always have these weird little packets. I don't have any on me right now because I took them in and I'm trying to sort them because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to plant for fall. So I don't have them out here now, but yeah, you get if you've done one, you've done them all, because you all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so these are airtight. You're going to put these in here. These are awesome. You're going to put on here, you're going to put all the seeds in here. And I like that it's plastic, obviously it keeps it airtight. I like that the foam here keeps it organized. That way you know what's in here. Makes it a whole lot easier, and that way they're not like sloshing around. At first glance, I'm very happy with it. I like that the foam is thick and sturdy. My other favorite part I just realized is that they have the little notch in here, so you can put your finger in and pull it right up. So we have 3 different layers. This is for 70 seeds. This is for 70 seeds. What I'm going to do with this one, because I have the photo boxes for my majority of my seeds, and we can store the actual full seed packet. Here I happen to have a packet of seeds here because this is what I'm probably going to shoot for later. So essentially, if these were pepper seeds or smaller seeds, I definitely wouldn't recommend this for peas because pea seeds are ridiculously massive. I would go ahead and cut these open, or if you already have open packs, and when you have the open packs, it makes it a whole lot harder because you have to tape them, and then when you're going to use it, it's just a hassle. So with these, you can pop them open, fill them in, write on here what you're going to want, or what you put in there, and put the date. Because you're going to want to know how old they are. Technically, seeds don't expire, but the germination rate goes down from one year to the next, so at least this way you know that you're going to be using your older seeds you order seeds first. Obviously, you still want to plant within the time frame for, you know, the different seasons. You're not going to want to plant peppers in the fall. Although in Zone 10B, where I am, you can probably start them in like late winter in December and January. That way you get an earlier harvest. But that's just me. But anyways, you're gonna basically take these. I would do it with one of these, but these are all large seeds. So you basically just, you can imagine, pop it open, fill it in, put in the whatever the type is, whatever the variety is, put the date on here, and store them away. And then that way, when you are out in the garden, or you're gonna go seed, like if I was doing like pepper seeds, which as many of you know, I have lots of pepper seeds and lots of tomato seeds, which is what this box is going to be for, depending on how many I have. You can just pull out the whole thing. If I'm like sitting at this table, which is probably what this table is going to be for, I'm going to sit here and I am going to just take out each individual tray, pop it open, have a notebook, have a notepad, have something to write on, and then that way I can go ahead and have those seeds going that way. And if you want, like, one of these could be hot peppers, the other one could be sweet peppers, the other one can just be tomatoes, or one of them could be tomatoes of a certain color or certain size. One could be cherry tomatoes. One rack can be like saladette or salad, the smaller medium tomatoes, and then the other one can be the you know, the big beefsteak tomatoes. So it's all up to you. This one is 70. I was told that they have another one. I think they said that has 2 extra layers. But this one, they sent me the smaller one, which I'm very grateful for. I am going to keep all the other seeds in the larger photo tray things, or photo keepsake box type things. If you guys have been on IG, you know what I'm talking about. I will link those below as well. The only thing, so I gave you the pros, basically, the things I like. I like that we have the hole here so we can pop it out. I like the foam, that it's nice and thick. I love the ease of use. You can technically reseal it back. With seed packets, you don't always have that. I like that they have the stickers, so you can write on there what it is. You can put the dates on them. I love the silica gels. I don't know how good these are good for, if you can just leave them in here forever. I do like the look of the box, the aesthetics of it. It's nice. Also, I do love the size, because these, I honestly, when I saw it on the website, they emailed me and said, hey, we're sending you, or, you know, I got the email confirmation saying, hey, you placed an order. So I went into the order description, or the order summary, obviously because I didn't know what I had ordered, and I hadn't ordered anything. So I went ahead, am I doing this right now? So I went ahead and checked it out, and so I saw the pictures, but I was just wondering how physically big it was going to be. I mean, there are other seed packets, when you buy the collections, I believe those are a tiny bit bigger. I know they're going to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't have any out here again because I took them in. I believe the cases are a tiny bit bigger, but not by much. But it may be about the same size. So I thought it was going to be a much bigger one, much bigger physical case. So something this small, you can literally tuck this in a drawer somewhere. And so it's not going to be really an issue. So those are the good things. I'm trying to think what else I like. I think it is weatherproof. And so I don't know if they have, I didn't honestly leave in chat, but I don't know if they have I know they have the very specifics as to, you know, why it's good on their website. And again, I'll post that below. Now, we're gonna put this back on. So, I gave you the good things. I love the color too. The label isn't like really phenomenal, out of this world. It does feel like it could be waterproof. The bad news, or the bad things, honestly, I can't think of anything. Oh, no, I can't think of one. So the only thing that I would possibly, okay, 2 things, I thought of something else. The only thing I can think of is the labels themselves. I don't believe that they're waterproof, but again, I don't know if they're waterproof on their other ones where you buy the collections. Because this feels like just regular basic labels. So if, let's say, you put in a bunch of seeds for one variety, you run out of those and you don't save them. But I think the idea is you go back to this collection every season, or every time you're going to start, let's say, pepper seeds. You go back every spring, or late winter, depending on your growing conditions. So you go back and you're like, okay, let's say these are jalapenos. So every year I'm going to put the jalapenos in here. The only other thing is the years on here. So you're going to want to possibly either have refills for these, or maybe send in like an extra packet of them just for like a second round maybe. They don't feel really waterproof. Like I said, I think these are just like basic standard labels, which could be good or bad. You want to be obviously safe so they don't water, they don't get all wet, and they don't rub off. But the good thing is you can always go to, obviously Amazon, but you can go to something like, I don't know if people still go to Office Depot and Office Max, and I think they combine themselves or whatever, and just buy regular stickers. Or you can just order them online, or you can just go to like a craft store and get those little circle stickers, and then that way you can do that. Kind of like when you put the stickers on your license plates, take off the previous year, put on the new one, and slice it. Although you don't want to do that, but they slice it so in case anybody tries to steal it. No, just me? Okay. Maybe just in California, I don't know. But anyways, that would be the only thing on that. The other thing is, I would like, actually I'm thinking here, maybe have like a chart or a piece of paper, or like not a calendar, but like a chart where basically you can write out the listing of the different things. Like on layer 1, this is what I have. Obviously layer 1 can be the top so you can see it. Something like a guide or a key or a legend kind of thing, like a map, a roadmap to the box. In level 2 I had these seeds, level 3 I had these seeds. Basically something showing what's in there without you having to basically hunt for it. That's what I think it would be helpful. Not always not a requirement, but it would be helpful. And the other thing is that if you're getting full seed packets, again, these are peas, and I wouldn't put these in here because this will probably take all of them out because the seeds are so big. Maybe something, or maybe a pocket where you can put in all the empty seed packets, if you have a seed packet. But I'm thinking this is more for like the people that get those random, like, quote unquote seed packets, or just like little envelopes, or sometimes it's just little plastic baggies. Because at least this way it gives you a more secure putting it in there. I don't know that I would necessarily go directly from this straight to this without having used some of them up. So you're gonna have it open. You're gonna want a reason to put them in here, obviously for storage purposes, but maybe like a pouch or something like you do on the back of your car on the inside, like one of those netting things, or maybe like a sleeve, or I know it probably doesn't give you much room here when you close this up. Maybe either make it a tiny bit thicker, or just like a piece of netting here. That way you can go through, fill up whatever. Well, now you have a sack of seed packets. Well, I don't want to have to look up the information on the seed every single time I'm going to go plant it. I don't want to, look at all the details. So if I have this seed packet, I can drop it in here. I actually have a few more. Because again, we have some marigold. So this one might be or calendulas. This might be something I might put in here. Because these are these small seeds in there. They look like seahorses. That's what I call them. They're very pretty seeds. Anyways, and so like basically you would put in here this. Obviously your bigger seeds you're probably not going to want to put in here, although depending on the size of the seeds, maybe some squash seeds, depending on the size of the squash, it could be a lot of them, or it could be maybe 3 or 4 seeds. But anyways, so basically this would be the idea. And so like we would have like either some kind of like a netting, but then I see that getting caught with these things, or maybe just a piece of cardboard, or maybe something that just holds it in. That way when I close it it's going to stay still. When I open it, as we're going to see here in a second, my seeds are all over the thing. And so yeah, I can do it and I can move it, and it's going to be a pain. But for something like this, I would recommend definitely using smaller seeds. Just because if you have any in here, it's going to take up too much space. But then again, you're only storing a seed packet, so you can probably put quite a few. I would use these for very specialized things, or specialized, like in my case, I'm going to use it probably for peppers and tomatoes. I have a lot of tomatoes. I have a lot of peppers. I have a lot of repeats as well. So I can maybe put 2 or 3 or 4 different varieties of, 2 or 3, 4 different packets of the same variety of, like, say, a tomato. I can fit all those seeds in here. Although most most seed packets, I don't know what it is now, but before it was like maybe 20 to 25 seeds per pack, depending on what it is, of course. You can easily fit a ton of them in here, and so then that way you can put all of them in there. If they're for different years, I honestly, for those, I just mix them all up and plant out a mix of them just to see what comes up, but that's another story. But I would go ahead and do that. So that would be, so the cons is I don't have anywhere to store my, basically I don't have anywhere to store my seed packets because I want to save the information. Obviously on this one it doesn't have any information. These are just winter peas. It says it's a cover crop. But for something like a pepper, like most of them are gonna be similar, but you may have like other information in there, like this is a hot pepper, this is a sweet pepper, these are the, sometimes, I don't know, they include recipes. For most peppers it's going to be the same type of information on there because it's all the same thing, it's just different variety. But if you want to be that person that saves seed packets, or just for the variety names, because you may or may not have enough space on here, I would still probably have like a list written out somewhere. Like I said, either here have a like a chart of this is what's in here, and then probably the pocket here, maybe like a card that you can pull out, one of those cards where you can write on there, like a dry erase card, write it on there, wipe it off, or you know, maybe just swap it out every season or every time you're gonna do it. I don't know. Have a Excel file on your computer, print it out, slip it in here. Although I don't know how many people print these days. Anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else bad. I mean, I really don't see any cons rather to this. The price point on this, that might be a deterrent. So this one box, it has 70. I believe this is one for $79. So that might be a little bit cost prohibitive for some people, which is fine. I understand that, and that's why I'm going to include different options. But for what you're getting the seals, you're getting the ability to be able to toss out those old seed packets or just seed packets that you don't want to deal with tape. Because once I plant these, if I'm not planting the whole thing, I'm going to have to get a whole new piece of tape, and it's just a hassle. Or maybe something, well, I would say on the front, put somewhere to put labels, but if it's, you know, in case it gets wet, it's not going to do you any good. Overall, I like it. I am very happy with it. My favorite thing, I would say, probably is the size. Just because I expected it to be much bigger. Those 4x6, especially the big containers for all the seeds, granted in those, I want to say they have a dozen mini boxes in there. You can put a lot of seed packets in there. The problem is if you have too many, you have too many, like say basil. I was going to put all my herbs in one of those, in like one of those 4x6 containers, or 5x7, like the 4x6. I had too many basils, and I had to use up a whole nother like box just for basil. Maybe you can have just one of these for just basil, or you can, you know, use it in tandem. I don't know, but anyways, I'm not quite sure why we have the little button on the front. I mean, it's cute. Maybe just an extra sense of security. I don't know. Put down in the comments what you think it is. But I do love these clips. These are pretty sturdy. Yes, it is plastic. It is heavy. It feels like it's heavy duty. It's thick. So these are amazing. I will leave the links to everything below. I will put the description of the actual item, but I'm also going to go ahead and link the page down below for them, for the website for Bank on Seeds. Yeah, to you that way. If you guys have any questions, any thoughts, concerns, whatever, drop them in the comment section below. If you have any specific ideas as to what you want to see from me on this channel, I will still keep doing updates on either cool products like this that I love, or and then just later on, like I said, I'm probably going to be planting out some peas. These are actually dwarf peas, so I'm really excited, and I think I'm not sure. I mean, it is purple on here, so it could be purple and green, or they call them blue sometimes, but they're purple. But anyways, go ahead and leave in the comments below if there's anything you want to see, any products, and you know, if the companies want to send me out. If you're seeing this, contact me, shoot me an email. The email address will be below. You can always find me on IG. I'm usually on there pretty regularly. But if you want to see anything specific, let me know. I'm going to try and shoot a video later. I'm going to plant up some of my fall crops. It is a tiny bit early, but I do have some space that opened up because I cleared out a few things. But anyways, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to stay in tune for more updates, more product reviews, just in general what's going on with the garden. And hit the bell notification, that way whenever a new video goes up, you get notified. I think that's it. I know I say a lot. I'm trying to be better about that. I think that's it. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.